Hello everyone, welcome back to X-Plane 11 once again. Today we are going to do a flight from Kansas City, Missouri down to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. We are on American Airlines flight 1568, 1568. 1 hour and 40 minutes down there today. We're going to be doing the Racer 6 departure, DeSoa intersection, Tulsa, VOR, high tug, and then the Seaver 4 arrival to runway 17 center in Dallas. We're going to be flying at a flight level of 260 today, 26,000 feet, and we will be using World Traffic 3. Let me show you my settings for World Traffic 3 real fast, if I can open it up. Shift F8, there it is right there. That's what I have it set right now. Our departure time is at 15:53, and arrival will be at 17:33. That is based on a real actual timetable, and we'll see. I had to generate ground routes, so it took a long time, so we might be a little bit behind schedule. Regardless, that's my options there, all setting. Got to thank Captain K-Man for his YouTube videos on how to set up World Traffic 3. If you guys are interested in World Traffic 3 and what it is, it's basically AI for X-Plane finally, and it is fantastic. It's really, really, really good. But yeah, if you do get that and you're absolutely lost installing it, check out Captain K-Man's videos on YouTube. They're absolutely awesome, and it really, really did help me. With that said, it is a very gray day here in Kansas City. We have storms moving in right from the west side of the plains, and we're going to kind of skate around it. So our route already has us diverting around weather, but if we have to do it manually, we will, because in X-Plane 11, you can't fly through thunderstorms. It will kill you, so that's good. So airplane-wise, we're flying the 737-800. This is the default 737-800 in X-Plane 11. However, we're using the Zibo mod, and that makes it pretty much a very technical airplane to fly, and it's fantastic. Using Audio Bird's sound pack, it's called the Immersion Pack. All freeware. Everything you see here today is freeware except for the World Traffic, and I'm using X Enviro, the new 1.07 of X Enviro. That's a $70 add-on for weather. So with that said, let's hop up into the cockpit and get situated here. We have the chocks removed. We are just ready to blast on out of here. Welcome aboard the 737-800. People are sitting down. We have the jetway already here. We've got our overhead panel pretty much set. We started the APU, so we can go ahead and go to APU power here. That looks good right there. Yaw damper on, all that looks good. Electric, we'll get all those later on. Fuel panel looks good. Everything else looks pretty checked out here. Let's go ahead and grab the paperwork from them. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and start our entire thing here of setting up our FMC. That's what we need to do. FMC here, that is good. Position in it has already been taken care of. Reference airport MCI, KMCI. Right there. And we are going to be going to Dallas-Fort Worth today. So DFW. That looks good right there. Flight number is AAL 1568. So 1568. Right there. And we are departing runway 19 left, actually. Throw that in there. Why not? Fantastic. Perf init page. Here we go. I have all the fuel already and passenger weights all set up. All we have to do now is just tell it what we want. So you just click here. Gives you a gross weight. ZFW, zero fuel weight of 113.2. Reserves, we'll do 5.0. And cost index, we'll do 88 today. How about that? Cruise, they're saying fly level 378, but no, we're doing 260. It looks like it's going to be pretty choppy, so we'll see. If we might have to descend to like 25,000. I was watching the real world flight and they were having to do that. So not worried about that. N1 limits. We just want to rocket out of here. Not really worried about that. Let's go to the departure arrival page here. Did I get the... No, I didn't do the takeoff menu yet. Let's do that. Actually, let's do departure arrival. So departure out of MCI, runway 19 left. That's going to give us the Racer 6 departure. That's what we want. And we're going to be doing a DeSoa transition. That looks good right there. Execute that guy. Back to the arrivals page in Dallas. We're going to be landing on 17 center. So we'll do the ILS 17 center approach. And that is going to be... What do we got here? They say the last one is it's the Seaver 4. So we want to do the Seaver 4 here. There it is right there. And we want a transition from high tug. Yes, sir. Execute that. Let's go to the legs page. Make sure there's no problems here, which there is. There's a vector there. So let's sprint up there. Then after DeSoa, we want high tug. So we'll do that. That looks good there. And see if there's anything else in here that requires a vector there. Yeah, Jiffy. That looks good there. All right, fantastic. We'll execute that, and we'll go to the legs page again here, and we will step through this and make sure it makes sense to us. So let's go ahead and go to plan mode. There it is there, and let's step through it. We're here on 19er left. It's a straight out departure all the way down to sprint. There's our top of climb right before we get the sprint. There's DeSoa, high tug, SSLID, whatever the hell that is. Please, Chimley, just, there's the decel point there as well. Switch, them, top of descent, Seaver, Burge, Nuss, Yabt, Jiffy, and then 17 center. So pretty much a straight shot right on in there. No problem at all. All right, so that looks good to me. Let's go ahead and put this back into plan mode. I'm happy with that. Let's get back down here to the FMC, and we'll go to the menu. I do want to go to the index. That's what I wanted to do. We'll do the takeoff page here. Flaps are going to be 5 on departure. It's going to give us a CG of 19, so a trim of 5.30. Here's 5 right there, so 5.30. That's probably good about right there. I'll be happy with that. V1 today is going to be 129, VR of 131, and V2 plus 5, so is what we're going to set in the MCP. So V2 of 142, so 147 will be our V speed for the MCP panel. MCP panel 147, like I said. Let's do that. 147. All right, happy with that. Flight directors can come on both sides. Altimeter here currently in Kansas City is going to be. Altimeter in Kansas City is going to be altimeter 2980. So let's go ahead and set that. It's 2992 right now, so let's do 80. That low pressure system is starting to move its way in here. You have to kind of do it for both. So let's do that. There we go. And we can do, flight directors are on vertical speed. We'll do 2,000 on departure. Just, it's a backup, you know. We'll do 15,000 on departure so we don't have to worry about it for a while. I always like doing 15,000. 15,000 feet. All right, like that. That looks good there. And we have that set there. Auto throttles can be armed now. Anything else, course, we'll change all that stuff later on. Heading here, we want that to be on 190. Just in case we have any problems, we can move right over to heading mode, and we'll be golden there. Anti-skid, we'll get that in a second. Or not anti-skid, but the auto brake settings. Weather, station, airport, all this stuff. That looks good. Let's do a final checklist before we are done here. I'm not actually using checklists today. I'm just kind of doing flows off my head. Pretty much. Not really worried about it today. Yep, everything looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and let them know we're ready to go. All right, we're ready to go here. Let's go ahead and lock the door. Close that door like that. We're going to go anti-collision light will come on. And you can hear them talking to them back there. Let's go ahead and turn these guys on so we don't forget them. The fuel pumps. That looks good there. And we are good to kill the packs. Let's do window heat. Didn't turn those on. Those need to be turned on. That looks good. Let's do flight altitude. I think it's like, what, isn't it 7,000 or so for that guy? There you go. They're talking. And if you open the door, you'll actually hear them. Listen. Pretty cool. There we go. Thank you for the coffee. Appreciate that. All right. So that's good to go. If we release our parking brake, we'll be good to go here as well. But we need to call up ground services for a push out. Either left or right. Doesn't really matter. Flight. Show ground handling window. We will go, yeah, right is fine. Oh, request ground service.
All right, I got the service request. Okay,
fantastic. Well, we want to go to the right when you do get here. If you do get here, bud. I would appreciate that. Takes them forever to get over here to us sometimes. Okay, anything else I can think of? Not really. We've got the V-speeds calculated. Trim is set. Menu, we go to the legs page if we want there. That's the default FMC there. Okay, we're pretty much waiting for a push tug here to get pushed out. Sometimes they get bugged out and they don't come for a while, and you have to hit it again, and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, you actually wanted to go somewhere today?" And it's like, "Yeah, we actually did." Brakes are engaged. You coming or no? Let's go, people.
On the way.
Oh, ground service is there. I see. They were taking their sweet time. I didn't want the ground services, but whatever. I wanted to push back. Brakes are engaged. Maybe we have to release it. Let's go ahead and do that. There it goes. They're going to go with that. We want to push back to the right. That's what it is. Okay.
Push hard coming.
Forgot about that. Request ground services, those guys there. And they're pulling away. They gave us some pretzels and whatnot, so that's good. We're waiting for a push tug to get over here, which should be here shortly. And once he is, we will start these engines. There he is right there. Fantastic. Just came out of nowhere. And push us out, buddy. We're going to go over to a runway 19er left.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, cool. So packs are off. Let's go ahead and start engine number 2 over to the ground. Got a great sound set in this. Like I said, the Audio Bird sound set's amazing. There we go. Starting up engine 2. We want 25% here in 2 before we introduce that fuel. 19, 20, 1, 2, and 5 right there. Nice. Well, we can turn out this way. That's fine. We'll let that engine come to life. Get the blue light there. Looking very nice. Once I get everything all situated here, we'll start engine number 1. That's good right there, buddy.
Give me a second to clear.
Oh, no problem. We'll pull that parking brake there. And we're clear to start engine 1. We are turning 1. Keep an eye on that end too. Right there. 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give that fuel there. The sucker ignites. Auto brakes and go to RTO. Wait for this engine to stabilize before we move over to that. They're giving the safety speech in the back there right now. Okay. Looks like it's starting to even out right there. Let's go ahead and go Gen 1 on the right, Gen 2 on the left here. And we can go to engine bleeds. If you bleed, come off, and we can turn these packs onto auto so people get AC back there. There they go. Fasten seat belts can go to auto. That should have been on from earlier. I thought that would be in there in the turnaround state. It was not. Hydraulic panel looks good. Probes can come on. That's our pitot tubes. All right, that looks good. That looks good. All right, fantastic. Everybody's happy there. Flaps will go to 5, so 3 clicks. Flaps 5 being set. We'll call up ground and let them know we want to go over to 19 left here. Let's do that now. Shift 11, is it? Yep. 19er left. There we go. Expect to use SID Royal 8. We're not doing that, but okay. Whatever. Whatever you say. We'll be doing our own thing, but I appreciate it. All right. Taxi light comes on. And we can release the parking brake. Let's get on out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get down to Dallas. A little bit of power here. And we just make a left right on out of here. We'll be at 19 left. Sorry. Thinking of 17 center already in Dallas. But that's okay. We're not Southwest, so we won't be taxiing like Southwest. We're going to be doing it the correct way, I suppose. Well, I mean, as correct as you can get, I guess. Yeah, the runway's right over here on the left. Not too far of a taxi, honestly. You can adjust all the sounds, the volume and everything in the Audio Bird setting, in the F-Mod settings on the FMC itself. if you would like. We'll taxi down here. There's a plane landing on 19 right out there, as you can see. World traffic. Look at that. You got one plane landing just about to the numbers there, and one way out there just turning on final. Pretty awesome to see everything working fine here. There we go. We need a slower taxi than this. I'm so used to taxiing like Southwest. I really am. But yeah, you can see the World Traffic 3 at work. Check that out. You got a plane landing there. Looks like a Southwest 737. Yep. And somebody's just landing right over there right now. Should see him any second here. We'll look in a second. I want to make sure we're taxiing okay, and we are. Yeah, they're going to be touching down right over there somewhere. There's somebody taxiing out. Looks like a Delta MD-80. DC-9. There he is right there. It's a Delta. MD-80 landing right over there. How cool is that, man? It really brings these airports to life. World Traffic 3 does. $29.95 for that product. That's not bad. I mean, not bad at all. All things considered. Okay, we're in auto mode for all of that stuff. We're not worried about the strobes just yet. APU we can turn that off now. So let's go ahead and kill the APU. Overhead panel looks clear and good. Pull that power back some more. Can't tell I'm in a hurry to get out of here, can you? Been on the ground in Kansas City a little too long now. Mainly because I was waiting for the ground routes to be generated in World Traffic 3. That takes a pretty long time if you have 210 gates at Dallas. And that was the case for us. Don't mind the chronometer. The time's a little bit different. We could change it to our local time, actually, if we wanted to. Wouldn't be too difficult to do. All right, down here we go. We'll use all the runway we need. Yep, see there's a plane landing over there. And they do a really nice spacing. World Traffic 3 comes with there's another plane way out there turning on the ILS for 19 right. All right, I'm ready to get on out of here. Let's let them know we're ready to go. Shift F11, holding short 19 on left. Climb heading 226 after takeoff at 33,600 feet. Yeah, I don't think so, but either way, World Traffic knows that we are leaving, so that's good. Oop. Turn that on like that. Pretty happy with that. And we'll go to strobe and steady on that guy. We're going to, let's get some panel lights going here, because I have a feeling it's going to be a little, dark in here once we get up through those clouds. So we'll turn some panel lights on here real quick. Main panel there. There we go. Let's do our checks here. Let's go to systems right there, and we'll do a forward, neutral, back, neutral, left, neutral, right, neutral. Rudders are working fantastic. That's exactly what we want. All right, flight attendants will be seated for takeoff. We'll let them know. Let's taxi out on the runway and let's get the hell on out of here. All right, I am ready to go to Dallas. I don't know about you guys. I wish the TCAS actually worked, but it doesn't. You can actually flip that all the way over. TARA. We can hit traffic, but it doesn't work, so what are you gonna do? Turn weather on. And all we gotta do now is just pull our engines up a little bit here. Like that. Let them stabilize. And we'll go N1. So, Toga. Takeoff power is set. You can see a little plane taxiing right over there. Nice stiff wind there. Off the left.
80 knots.
80 knots, cross check.
V1.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Positive rate, gear up. There goes a plane departing there. Let's go ahead and make a turn for him so we don't have to worry about him. I think it was a go around, it looks like. There we go. Move that out of the way for him there. There you go, bud. Now we can start our turn back to the left. Not too shabby. Hell of a climb right there. Bringing our first notch of flaps. Start cleaning the airplane up. We're going to change our speed here to 250. There we are, right on target there. Oh, I didn't put that on vertical speed. I should have done that so I could see here on the flight director. Still a hand flying it right now. We're going to clean up the airplane. Bring our retractables in here. And now we can go to VNav, LNav, and engage the autopilot. Airplane is cleaned up. It should not exceed 250 knots. Should not is the key word here. Let's see if the VNav, if it actually works. Sometimes it doesn't, and you have to tell it to no. Don't do stupid stuff. And it's gonna do stupid stuff today. Okay, so I'll take care of that myself. Speed. Come on, you can do it, dude. Get the VNav right. VNav, LNav, and command. Oh, command. Hopefully it'll slow it down. I don't know why I've been having those issues lately of it not wanting to keep a speed correctly, but what are we gonna do? I'll go speed 250 on this guy. We'll handle the VNav ourselves. 250, and we'll do vertical speed. Not a 3,000. We'll do 1,800 for now. That looks good. 7,900 feet on our departure. There he is. He's holding pulling the power back now. We'll wait till we get over 10,000 feet, then we'll engage VNav. I don't know why it wants to go to 274 knots below 10,000 feet, but the FMC should not allow it to do that, and it does, so what are you gonna do? Taxi light come off. All right, looks good there. We'll hear a ding too when we get to 10,000 feet, because we have the seatbelt sign on auto, which is pretty cool. There's our fuel. We got 9,500 pounds in the middle tank, and we got 4,000 on the left and 4,000 on the right. More than enough fuel to get down there today. Almost to 10,000 feet. Once we get to 10,000 feet, I'll engage VNav here. A bit more there. There's 10,000 feet. Lane lights can come off, and we'll engage VNav mode. There it goes. Beautiful. Climbing out of Kansas City. We're just about over the clouds here. You can see, well, I don't think we can see downtown today, but it's over there. Using that awesome ortho for XP. But yeah, we're right in between a cloud layer at the moment. We can zoom out our map here so we can see there's DeSoa right there. So winds are starting to hit us here. We have a headwind of about 38 knots right there out of 216. But everything else seems pretty good so far on our departure. We'll do landing gear lever to the off position. They're giving a speech back there about being over 10,000 feet and blah, 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 and portable electronics. Here we are, breaking out of the clouds now at about 12,000 feet, 13,000 feet, actually. Okay, almost to 15,000 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle the VNav. So we're going to get up here to level 220, and we'll just cycle VNav so it'll keep climbing. Sometimes it gets hung and it won't go up any higher. So we'll do 260. That's our final cruise altitude today. And we are above the clouds, ladies and gentlemen. Onward to Dallas. 18,000 feet. We'll go over to standard pressure here. Clicking the standard button on both sides. There we go. So we change the altimeter to 2992 above 18,000 feet. And we climb towards 26,000 feet for a final cruise altitude today. Have a look out the side of the first officer's window. You can see all those storms out there to the west moving this way, but it looks like it's pretty fine from here. We're gonna be able to fly right on around this stuff. Normally you would just kind of be like going that way right now, but we had to do some deviation here so we won't be involved in those thunderstorms. But man, you can see the lightning in them, and look at the tops on those suckers. Those would kill you, folks. Those will kill you. One to go to 26,000 feet, almost to our top of climb. As you can see right there, a little green T/C, that means at top of climb. We can bring out our map even a little bit more than that so we can see. There's the power reduction there. And for those of you that have the Zibo mod, let me know what that sound is. I always hear it go, I don't know what that is, and it happens during cruise all the time. I don't know if it's improper pressurization or some other thing, but I have not been able to figure that one out. We can go ahead and let them know they can move about the cabin. There we go. Fast seatbelt sign is off, and we are smooth sailing to Dallas. Just over high tug now, still at flight level 260. Haven't had any issues with any of the turbulence, so we're just gonna stick here at 26,000 feet. We take this down to solid, and then we keep going from there, and then we start our right turn towards Texas. A little bit of skips there and stutters. Gotta love that. I'm not sure what's causing that, but we're still up here at 26,000 feet. Still on our way to Texas. All right, I guess we can talk about our arrival into Dallas, runway 17 center. Looking like in Dallas right now, winds are 160. It's 18 gusting to 25, 10 statute miles of visibility. We've got scattered at 5,000, broken at 6,000, another broken layer at 25,000 feet. Altimeter is going to be 2981 there, and we can go ahead and grab our information for the ILS. Let's go ahead and go over here to the FMC. We can go to the menu page, and we can go to FMC index. Approach. There it is right there. ILS 110.3 and 178. So 110.3, 178. So 178 and 110.3, 178. We'll put it in both as well. So 110.3. Go like this, 110, and we'll do 3. We'll do that on both sides just in case we need it. And that is pretty much set. So we'll let the FMC, fly it for the most part, or the VNAV and LNAV. And then once we intercept our glide slope, then we'll switch over to Vorlock or approach mode, and we'll go from there. We'll do a manual landing. As the visibility is more than good for that runway, and we'll be on the ground not too much longer here. We're just outside of SSLID, slid or slide, or who knows, solid. And if we open this up, you can see we'll be making the right turn at Please, and then we go to Chimley and Just, and there's our decel point to slow down at 250 knots. Then we get to them, and we're at the top of descent. Then it's a pretty quick arrival into Dallas from there. You hear that little sound? That's the one I'm talking about. I did mess with the cabin pressure here. I have it at 26,000 feet. Landing altitude, I'm going to set that here in a little bit. And we will go from there for the most part, but I don't know what the hell that sound is. If you know what that is, please leave a comment below and help me out there, because it kind of drives me nuts. Maybe it's just part of the sound, the sound file, because I get these random dings too, like you heard. So I don't know. I do not know. So anywho, still trucking along. All right, before we make our right turn here at Please, we're going to go ahead and select our approach reference here. We're going to be doing 139, so that's 30 flaps. That's what I want. I'm going to highlight that one. And we're actually going to select it here, so 30. And the speed, we're going to do wind correction +5, but since it's gusty, I'm just going to give myself a little extra wind, so we're going to do it at 8. So we'll do 147. So let's do flaps 30 at 147. 30/147. And we'll set that right there. Invalid entry. Okay, you don't like that. You want flaps 30 and maybe 147. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't take it again. Yeah, no. Okay, so because it's yeah, no. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're gonna fly that regardless. And glide slopes on. ILS is good. We can go ahead and set our auto brakes to 2 because that's what we're gonna want today. And we're almost to Please. All right, the airplane did some weird stuff once I got over that last intersection there. So I went ahead and told us to go direct to switch, which it looks like it's actually doing now. And we're going to have to get down to 16,000 to Seaver. So let's go ahead and just put that in the MCP right now. We'll put 16,000 feet just in case it doesn't want to pick it up, because we're supposed to cross, switch here at, well, they say flight level 300, but we had 260. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And then them at 210. Maybe that's what the issue is here. I'm not really sure, but we're almost to switch here. And there's the decel. They moved the decel point past switch. And there's our top of descent. So the airplane is slowing down. That's a good thing. It's not going to be too fast here, but I'm just going to monitor this. I don't know what it was trying to do there, but it looks like it's back on course now. So that's good news for us. And we are almost down here to Seaver. And the airport's right over there, so not too much further. We have begun our initial descent, so let's go ahead and go seatbelts to auto. And we'll let them know we're turning it back on, actually. So that'll work right there. And they'll let them know, hey, put your seatbelts on. We began our initial descent into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We hit our decel point right there. There's another decel point there. But looks like it's going to be A-okay. We're at 268 knots. If it pops up, it tells us to add drag and pull those spoilers out, we will. Coming up on 18,000 feet, our transition altitude, and there it is right there. That's why the standard just turned to yellow. Altimeter's 2981, so we'll hit this button right here. And we'll click it over to 2981 on both sides here. And one click up. There we go. 2981 is set for the altimeter. And we are just about to Seaver here. Hitting a few clouds. Keeping an eye on this cell right here. I don't think it's a thunder cell. I haven't seen any lightning coming out of it. We are expecting some thunderstorms in the area of Dallas. We'll see if that's going to be an issue for us. I don't think it is, though. But if we see any sort of menacing, stuff coming out of this cell here, we'll do a turn to the right. But we're gonna be making a right turn anyway around this line, so I don't think it'll be a problem. There's 10,000 feet right there, and we are at 239 knots, and we are slowing down yet again for Yobt. Let's go ahead and put these guys down right here. That looks good. There was the click of the sound of, or the boop, the boop, when we hit 10,000 feet there. And we don't have anything else. Nope, everything else looks pretty good. I have the landing altitude already set in here for 600. Field elevation is, I believe, 602 feet. Yeah, 602, so we'll be good to go there. Overhead panel looks good and set. Remember, we're going to be doing 147 on our MCP speed for our final. And we can go ahead and put in now 2,300 at Jiffy. So let's go ahead and go down to 2,300 as our final altitude for the approach fix here. That looks good right there. Almost to Yobt, and then we go out to Jiffy, and we are there, man. Not too much further to go at all. You can see the lake coming into view outside of Dallas. On top of that, I don't know what world traffic is going to do. I don't know if it's going to be an absolute mess in Dallas. We're just going to land as is, unless we see something really, really terrible. We'll have to do a go around. But outside of that, we're just going to commit and land. Even because I don't think we can tell them. I'm hitting Shift F11 and nothing pops up, so I don't think we can tell them exactly where we are on our arrival. It should know because we put that in there when we generated the flights, but I don't know what they'll do. Sometimes they like to hold them. They put them in hold patterns around the airport till we get in. So hopefully that will be the case. Almost a Yobt here. We can see the decel just changed over to that spot right there. Winds are now 175 at 17, so they are blowing right down the runway. And they are gusting. So they're gusting up to about 25 knots or so. So that's not too bad when they're right down the runway like that. But you can see they're kind of moving around. And we're looking good on our vertical profile here for VNAV. And 7,200 feet now, almost a Yobt. There is, let's see if we can see the airport anywhere. It's still a ways out there, that's for sure. About to cross Yobt here and then on to Jiffy. Airplane's doing a little drifting to the right here. Not sure what it's doing, but we are 15 miles to Jiffy, and we're almost to the runway. There's the localizer, just moved over to the far right there, so we'll try to pick up the localizer here soon enough. I think we should probably put ourselves on this heading, actually. Let's do that, and then we can do a manual intercept about right. 210, that'll work right there. Heading select set. VNAV path is still on. There you go. Flight attendants prepare for landing. They know we're getting close to the airport. There's the airport out there. And we're looking good right here. We'll arm the localizer once we get right here on our heading of 210, which we're at about right there. We're about to intercept, so let's go ahead and go flaps 1. We'll put those slats out there. That looks good right there. Let's arm the localizer. And we are descending down to 2,300. Those slats do help you out quite a bit slowing down here. Auto brakes 2 set. Remember, we'll check the MCP speed here in a few moments once we capture that glide slope. But we're going to let it get the localizer first. Hopefully it will do that. Let's select this over here. Yeah, we're getting closer to that. But yeah, I don't know why the VNAV did not continue down that line. It was just kind of drifting off. I know some people have said they've had issues with that with the Zibo mod, so maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. Waiting to see this. I'm waiting to see this guy move around here. My audio's like cutting out and acting stupid. I hope it doesn't screw my video up. It loves doing that. I don't know why it does that. It skips things around when it does it, but we'll deal with what we can here. Hopefully it's not too skippy. Looking good. And come on, grab that localizer, son. We're at 4,000 feet now. 180 knots, not bad. Let's go to flaps 5. DME on the ILS is 15.5. I see a plane right there. Getting ready to turn in for his final approach. There he is. Hopefully he's not landing where we're landing, but I have a feeling he might be. There's another plane right there. Oh man, this is gonna be a busy, busy airport. Busy, busy airport. There is the localizer moving there. Why are you not grabbing it? Are you gonna turn with it? Doesn't seem like it wants to, does it? There it goes. Fantastic. Localizer is alive. We want to intercept our glide slope next. So down to 2,300. Drag required. Well, we're putting drag out with the flaps. It kind of works out. We're not going that fast. You'll easily make 2,300 feet, bud. There we are lining out here. Hopefully they're going to move this AI traffic around us. That's what I'm hoping. There's a guy over there. Another American MD-80. I don't know where he's going to be landing, though. Maybe they're using 1.7 left. I don't know. We're landing on 1.7 center. 1,000 to go. Awesome. Got the localizer waiting for our glide slope to come on down. And it will soon enough. And we'll set our MCP heading. Oop, cloud shadow there. And there is the glide slope moving down right now. 2,500 call out. And once we grab that glide slope, we'll put gear down. We'll arm the approach. We'll set the MCP, and we'll go from there. Yeah, drag required. We already took care of it. Don't worry about it. Plane isn't that fast right now. It's still coming down ever so slightly. I want to see what the AI are doing here. There they are there. They're landing on 1.7 center there. He is. There's a departure on 1.7 right. So he is landing. We are number 2 to land. I don't think they're going to move. Yeah, they're going to move him in too, aren't they? Yeah, they are. And there's another one outside of him there. This is a busy airspace. I might sidestep for 1.7 right. I don't know. Let's see which way they're going here. Or 1.8. One of the 1.8s. I could go over to 1.8 right. But that's a long ass taxi back to the American spot. Yeah, there's another one turning final there. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. Hopefully it isn't too bad here, though. There's the MD-80 turning final. Good heavens. Yep, he just put his gear down, too. All right, we're going to land on the right runway here. We're going to just sidestep it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it manually, too. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Disengage the autopilot. We're going to do 147. Just sidestep. Gear down. Setting a flap here. Slow this puppy down. We'll do a side-by-side approach. That'll be fun. Autopilot. Don't worry about it. Clear it. And flaps 30, please. Arm our spoilers while we're at it. There they are. Let's land this sucker. I mean, like I said, we're gonna roll with it. We're doing a side-by-side approach here with this MD-80. But we're just rolling with the punches because AI is just gonna make this a mess if we don't. A little high on the approach, but that's okay. We're gonna bring it on down. Yeah, he looks like he's definitely landing on 1.7 center. We'll take 1.7 right. We won't land on top of an airplane that's trying to land here. Let's get on down. We're a little high on the approach. Got a little thrown off on our approach here today, but I had a feeling that was going to happen with world traffic, and it did. Is it me, or does it look like this guy's landing on the same runway I am? Like, what is this?
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Burchell.
Yeah, he is. All right, well then screw you, dude. We're going to the left. This is ridiculous. Pick a runway already, you know? We shouldn't have even changed the one we were on. Now we're back on a glide slope, so that's good news. Jeez Louise, man. I mean, I love world traffic, but this is a curse of it. There's not a lot of control, you know what I mean? Not a lot of control when it comes down to it. And they screw your approaches up. We're looking good right here. We'll just do our best and land the airplane. I wish I would have known that MD-80 was going to be on that runway, but what are you going to do? Looking good right now. We'll just worry about landing the airplane. Oh shit, did not turn that on. Had too much stuff going on. We're all right. Auto throttle's disengaged. 100 above.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on. And we're down. Reversers can come out now. Boy, that was a hairy approach with all the AI, wasn't it? Should have just stuck to our approach, but I was worried about that MD-80. And clear those. Auto brakes off. We made it. Made it in one piece. I'm gonna get all the way to the gates to start the APU up. Come on, I cleared the reversers. Let's go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we know takeoff config. Don't worry about it. Whew. That was a crazy approach, man, with all those people acting that way. Okay, there's the MD-80 right there, you jackass. Wish I would have known which one he was going to. All right, put that to steady. We don't have strobes on. Bring these guys back in. And we'll go taxi over to the ramp. Start the APU. We gotta hold it until we see that light come on. There it goes. Busy airport. It's like one of the busiest airports in the United States. It's like Atlanta. We're gonna hold short here, make sure there's no other airplanes coming in. There is one out there on final right now. He's landing on this side. Let's double check here. I can't see around that pillar. Can't see around the pillar. Okay, we're good. A lot of traffic. Well, that would have been cool if I would have just stuck to 17 center and followed that 76. We would have been all right, but that happens. Let's bring our flaps up. But yeah, I've been having issues with the sim crashing on me whenever I use the replay mode. So we're gonna go park at the gate first, and well, if it doesn't crash on me, you'll be seeing the landing replay right now. The 767 is looking for a place to park. There's a 737 pushing out right now, and MD-80 waiting to be pushed out pretty much instantly. I think there's a couple of them pushing. Yeah, he's pushing out right now. Cool. I think we're going to go to the left here. Oh, they're pushing out as well. All right. Man. Well, we're going to have a spot before you know it here. That won't be too bad. Yeah, these guys are doing simultaneous pushes here. We're going to get squeezed in here. We're gonna go to the left and then around these dudes. That's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna wait right here on this spot right now for a gate. Looks like they pushed out all these guys, so we'll have a gate here shortly for everybody. So just a few more moments here and we'll be at the gate. All right, we're going to bring this baby on in here. We'll park it right here on the line. Finally got ourselves a parking spot. Look at this traffic. This is one busy airport, man. One busy airport. That is perfect right there. Let's go ahead and pull the parking brake here. Make sure that the APU's on bus. That looks good right there. And we can kill the engines. We can turn the seatbelt sign off for them. And I don't think the gate's going to come out, is it? Maybe once the engine's shut down, they will. Anti-collision light is off. Taxi light, of course, should have turned that off before, but that's okay. And that looks pretty good right there. Not too shabby at all. APU bleed on. Those can go off. And window heats can go off. And electric in the middle there can go off. And that is it, folks. We made it to Dallas, albeit it was absolutely crazy. We made it in one piece. Really need to work with World Traffic some more and try to get it to actually know where we're at. It seems like it'll let you do a departure, but it didn't seem to give us much of an arrival choice. So, yeah. See, now it only gives us an option to get out of here from Kansas City if I wanted to. So, that's not what we want. Anywho, guys, that's going to do it. I'll see you next time. Take care.